Happy Friday, everybody. Yay, it's the weekend. I hope you all have great plans scheduled. Hey, I want to go ahead and give you your last listing assignment for the month and just tell you about some really cool things that are going on with me. And I'm prompting you all to share what's going on with you as well inside the group. So feel free to pop in and do a live or attach a video or just type something in that's great for the month of listings. So I challenged everyone originally to try to get 2 listings in the month of October. So I want to know who was successful in that. And then I asked that you compile your service commitments and perhaps add one new thing that you're going to do for your seller clients that maybe you weren't doing before. And honestly, that can be as simple as maybe a video email update, putting them on a seller report, sending them a thank you note after you get the listing. There's so many different things on that listing checklist that you can go through and say, oh, I don't do that. Maybe I should, or maybe I should knock on doors when I get a listing. So hopefully you've added in something for your service commitments, and I would love to hear what you added in. And so the last thing I'm going to do for the listing month, there's several strategies. So I didn't hear anybody really prompt that they wanted to know more about farming or open houses. I'm actually going to keep until December because that's a good buying strategy as well as getting more listings, but I'll combine that in December. So if there's specific things that you guys would like to hear about, let me know. Seems like most everyone was getting their listings working by referral. I did have a couple people reach out to me, and they were getting, just from having Zillow reviews on there, they actually picked up a new listing. So anyway, that's kind of all I had really done for the month of October. Was adding in something. So what I would like for you to do now is definitely go back and kind of revamp what you've been doing. Did you get the 2 listings? And then what I'd like you to do is to consider using a letter that I'm going to put into the group, and make sure that you check with your broker on the verbiage that's in there. Every area is different. We are absolutely able to utilize this new prospect listing letter. And I just had I just had an agent tell me that they sent this out for the very first time to a community that they really want to get a foothold in. 3 listing appointments. 3 listing appointments just from this letter. So definitely tweak it. It's editable. So edit it for you and what makes sense and how you want to drive them to connect with you. But I'll go ahead and attach the letter. It's called the New Listing Prospect Letter. And it's designed for you to send out to a community either when you list a property or just if someone else listed it. So again, that's the part that you want to check for your MLS rules. We're allowed to use this in Georgia, but I'm not sure. So I'm totally giving full disclosure. Make sure you modify the letter and have your broker take a look at it. I did have some people say, oh, we're not allowed to do that. But they didn't really know why. So definitely don't just make an assumption that you can't do it. Definitely check in with your broker. And I'm going to challenge everyone to get this letter out to 250 people in a community by Halloween. So you have the whole weekend to finish off the month. And I'm hoping that maybe it'll prompt something and will instill a new strategy for you. So it's called the New Prospect Listing Letter. And I want those that are trying to get listings. If you're a buyer's agent, you may not do it. That's fine, but everyone else, go ahead and take the challenge. So that's going to be your homework assignment. That'll be the last listing thing. I do want you to recap all the RE/MAX tools, go into the RE/MAX Dash and pull all the marketing material. Make sure you're utilizing how many people go to remax.com and how we compare versus the industry. Check and see the results from your AdWords. Something really funny, I'm going to post a picture in the group. I went on to, what site was it? It was just last night. Look at that. I've already forgotten. I went onto a website to look up something, and all of a sudden up popped, and I took a snapshot of it. Audrey Hutchins' listing came up, and I'm thinking it was from AdWorks, so I was going to send it to you, Audrey, and ask you if it was one of the AdWorks. It did take me directly to your website, and I was not on I wasn't on a website. I think I was on Google. I think I Gmailed Google searched something. I'll have to go back and look. But all of a sudden, there was Audrey. I'm like, oh my God, there's her listing. It's so cool. So I think it was an AdWorks. So anyway, I was excited. And I'll post that in here as well. Couple little announcements that I'm going to change in the group. I'm so glad that I did this group, and I'm so glad that you all have been on this journey, and I so appreciate it. It's really teaching me a lot as I think about things that I want to do in the future. I spent the last 2 days in a teacher's workshop, in a training workshop to become certified to teach pre-license in the state of Georgia, and I learned so much about my training style, my presentation skills. I was filmed, I was critiqued. Oh my gosh, I have a lot of work to do. But it was so, it was really, really important that I went through that experience. And I have so many great ideas. So anyway, in the fact that I have a lot of great ideas and a lot of cool things happening right now, I'm going to be shortening the length of this group. So I will just take this through the end of the year. Originally, I was going to take it to R4. I think that's too long, and I'm starting to learn from my own, just go ahead and try things. I wanted to take it there, but I'm just not seeing the level of engagement. I think it's too long. So I didn't know. How would I know unless I tried it? So I'm so glad I've tried it, and I appreciate the people that have participated. But I'm going to go ahead and finish it up at the end of the year. So we'll have next month is all about relationships. You'll have your first assignment. I'll probably film that with Susan, who I'll be interviewing. She has mastered working by referral. So I'll be interviewing her in Chicago when we go to the National Association of Realtors Convention next week. So that'll be homework assignment 1, and the whole month of November will be about relationship selling. And then December we'll wrap up buyers, working with buyers and buyer strategies. And then I'll go ahead and just close out the group on probably right before New Year's Eve. So I still hope to connect with everybody at R4. And if you are attending, please make sure I know that you are attending in your shirt size. Before I close out the group the end of the year. I have so many ideas of new things that I'm going to be doing, so I can't wait to start those, but I don't want to start too much at once. Last thing I'm going to tell you is that my Call a Day challenge that I'm doing with 4 other folks, I'm in week 1, and I cannot tell you how powerful it has been. Week 1. I met somebody at Starbucks this morning, picked up a new client. I got a workshop, my 4-hour workshop scheduled up in Fort Oglethorpe for November. And I picked up 2 more classes, one in November, one in December, from doing a phone call a day. And I don't know if it's going to happen, but I've been given confirmation again because I made another call yesterday that I'm going to have the opportunity to do a podcast for RE/MAX LLC. We'll see if that ever comes to fruition, but right now I'm excited, and yes, it is going to happen. We just don't know when. So the Call a Day challenge for me and for the people that we're emailing each other our calls, week 1, fantastic. So I'm super excited about it. I hope you take the Call a Day challenge. That's one of my little side gigs that I'm going to be doing next. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Please, somebody post something. Somebody post something great. Give some inspiration for the weekend. Have a great one, and I look forward to seeing you all real soon. Connect with me in person, on the phone. Give me a call. I'd love to chat with y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye.